Welcome to this special edition of Let the People Know. I'm your host, Lisa Sugart. Not many businesses these days can say that they have been around for 20 plus years. But here at SSPTV and Samsun Productions, the Lasant family is celebrating 25 years of local news and programming. But before I tell you where this successful television station is headed, let me take you on a trip back in time, 25 years to be exact, to see when it all began.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you once again for joining us here on Spotlight Talent Showcase. I'm your host, Sam Lasant, and this is a show where we feature the great talent of northeastern and central Pennsylvania.
Samsun Productions started in 1984 when Sam Lasant Sr. began producing local shows on Wolf TV, now Fox 56. The very first show was called Spotlight Talent Showcase, and like the name, it highlighted the talents of the people in Northeast Pennsylvania.
Okay, what school do you go to?
Valley Elementary.
Okay, you like school?
No.
You're bringing a lot of fame to northeastern Pennsylvania along with Sam Lasant and our Jack Palance show. I am very proud of the talent that's here in northeastern central Pennsylvania, and this is a great opportunity for us to show it off, okay? And so we do appreciate your kindness, all right? And remember, it's our aim to put you in the spotlight.
When Sam had a dream as a young boy to really get into entertainment, he loves this community, as we all do. And he always wanted to bring something to this area to highlight this area. Sam had the Spotlight Talent Showcase. So Sammy and Janine would go with him on a Saturday to the studio, and they would help him. And Sam Jr. co-hosted, and Janine was the coordinator of all the talent. So as they got older, they expressed a desire to go into mass communications. And at that point, we looked at each other and we thought, well, this is it.
Live from the Hazleton Standard Speaker, this is your Local News 13.
That was how it all began. The debut of local news for the greater Hazleton area on January 5th, 1994. Your Local News 13 was a dream come true for then executive producer Sam Lasant, as he explained just before that first program hit the airwaves.
Tonight, January 5th, 1994, is another milestone for our area. Local news has been a dream of mine for many years.
Topping the news tonight, the first local television news program in Hazleton history. Welcome to Local News 13. Good evening. I'm Carrie Rollins.
And I'm Pat Ward. What you will see tonight, and hopefully for many years to come, is a half-hour news report all about the greater Hazleton area.
And now, a quarter of a century later, the now president and CEO of Samsun Productions and SSPTV recalls that dream that led to 25 years of what he calls neighbor talking to neighbor.
Every time Hazleton was featured, it was either through a disaster or a fire or a murder, etc. And there's so many great things happening in the town, and so I thought we should put together a local news and local programming to just show off the town. So that's the vision we had. And I worked on it for about 5 years, and I'm very thankful to Hoyt Walder, Service Electric Cablevision, who definitely was very ahead of his time. But people want to know what's happening in their backyards.
And I'm Colleen Connolly. The controversy surrounding the Luzerne County Arena vote has now moved to the Hazleton area.
Today is the final day. Yesterday we have 3 scores to report.
Is there a Santa Claus? Reporting for your Local News 13 in Eckley, I'm Dave Thomas.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Janine Lasant.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Mark Nashko in for Janine Lasant.
Hi again, everyone. Thanks for staying with us tonight. I'm Kristen Bazinski.
I'm Christina D'Amato here in the Hazleton Area School District.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Nikki Kreis.
Stocks ended a roller coaster session today lower.
And there have been many things that have been really, really exciting. And as I take a look at it, we may have one that tops them all.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kathy Bazinski.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jasmine Brooks.
The governor is expected to sign the bill soon. It would allow raffles, pull tab games, and daily drawings.
And although most people at the mall today didn't know much about the fiscal cliff, it doesn't mean that those issues won't affect them in the future.
Several members of the community who told me one of the most important things this event does is bring people from all different backgrounds to celebrate the true meaning of Christmas.
Local News 13 is obviously covering news in Hazleton like nobody else. You guys are on the cutting edge because television will be more and more and more local. You've taken it down to almost the neighborhood level.
25 years is a major accomplishment, and when it comes to local news and technology, the changes are non-stop. But the local news program stayed on course. Several things distinguish Local News 13, now SSPTV News, from the other regional news stations. First and foremost was the fact that this television station was and continues to be run by a family.
Back then, who would have thought that little Hazleton needed its own local news when we had these big regional news stations? I was actually going to school for broadcast at the time. So for me, it was very exciting to be in the newsroom and thinking, wow, like I looked up to my parents because I thought they're going to do this, they're going to make this happen. They made their vision become a reality.
We started the local news for Hazleton because of the fact that we weren't getting the hyper-local news from Hazleton. We wanted to hear about what was going on in Hazleton and Cunningham and Drum and Freeland and McAdoo, and we weren't hearing that on the other local channels, so we said, well, why don't we just make our own channel?
And because it was and is a family-run television station, every family member did whatever job they had to do, no matter what.
My brother and I are very fortunate that my parents didn't just hand us the business and said, here you go, you're a manager. When we first started News 13, I remember running wires and braiding the anchor's hair and doing her makeup, and we learned every single part of the job. We worked nights, we worked weekends, you know, we stayed on holidays just like everyone else did within the company, and that taught me a lot about work ethic. It taught me a lot about being a team player.
When we first started the news, we were just starting college and I was a mass communications major. I was fortunate to go to school and then come back and they had me run studio camera. Maybe a couple months later they'd say, okay, go in the control room, watch him direct, run the graphics, run audio. So I was basically doing everything behind the scenes and learning as I went along.
Fast forward to 2019, SSPTV is now in high definition, on social media, on YouTube, and we have a beautiful new website at ssptv.com.
With the advent of the internet and Facebook, everyone knows what's happening as far as fires, accidents, anything that's instantaneous, they know about. So we decided to maybe find another niche and craft it where we can tell longer, better stories on community-minded events and people.
I embrace change. I love it. People talk about technology. It's in our favor. We do video, we do social media, we blend them together.
We were able to come into people's homes not only on their cable system, but also, as you said, on all the social media.
While the name, the hairstyles, and the people have changed over the years, the dream remains the same. A dream made possible by the community it serves.
And I do want to thank our viewers and our sponsors, because without them we really would not be on the air. If you do stay true to yourself and true to your roots and true to your faith, and you know deep down in your heart that you're doing the right thing, that's the best way. Staying true to ourselves, staying true to our roots, that really helped us along the way. And that's who we are today.
I'm very excited for the next generation, and the next 25 years will be me, my brother, and our children and their generations. For all of us here at your local News 13, thanks for watching us tonight.
Coming up, how one local news program has led to more than 30 local programs under the umbrella we now call SSPTV. When Local News 13 launched in the greater Hazleton area 25 years ago, no one realized the extent of local programming that would soon follow.
So if you have a call, 459-9813 is the number to call. We got to hop right into these. What do you say? Do it. We'll start tonight with, can computer monitors harm your eyes? That call from Sugarloaf.
Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Cougar Rewind, our weekly show where we check in with the Hazleton area Cougars, and no better way to do that than to bring in the head coach.
Hi, everybody watching Body Dynamics here on Channel 13. That is part of what we're going to talk about tonight, plyometrics.
Welcome to a special Let the People Know show.
Welcome, everyone, to Pet's Best Friend.
It is the most prevalent of all the cancers, affecting about 1 million persons each year.
Hey, how's it going? This is Technical Difficulties, a new show on Channel 13.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sacco Chiropractic.
Hi, and welcome to Hear Better, Live Better with Northeast Hearing Solutions.
Welcome back to Left Field.
Welcome to Law Talk. A lot to learn today on this show. Remember, it's brought to you by the Slusser Law Firm.
They love Botox, they love fillers,
Yes.
they love microdermabrasion, something else, microneedling.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Eye Care Today. I'm your host, Dr. Thomas Kisselin, joined today by Dr. James Diem, who is now on his third year in our practice here in Hazleton.
Welcome to Body Beautiful. I'm your host, Deb Lassant, and joining me today is my co-host, board-certified plastic and reconstructive surgeon, Dr. Robert Kimmel.
Well, thank you very much, Deb. It's a pleasure to be here.
Hello out there in television land. Welcome to yet another edition of It's Your Health.
We've just completed our first full year. We've done 100 patients this year, and one of the key aspects is moving away from narcotics or opioids into a multimodal pain management.
In 1990, Sam Lassant co-produced a national talk show with Latimer native and Academy Award-winning actor Jack Palance and his wife Elaine, called On the Road with Sammy and Elaine. They traveled around the country interviewing celebrities and interesting people, dead and alive.
Is there anything different about the Kojak series this time?
Yeah, I think what is going to be different is the fact that it's going to run 2 hours. It's going to be on once a month instead of every week. I think because of the time slot, 2 hours, we'll be doing shows which I feel can be more important and have something to say.
What is it about one actor or actress that makes them special, that makes you know that they've got it when so many other people try out and they don't have it?
Something unusual, rare, and something I think that reaches out and touches a lot of people.
Your story of life, love, and tragedy is one of the most beautiful ever lived.
You think of tragedy as beautiful?
Yes. I mean, from this vantage point, of course. To live through it is obviously quite different.
Yes. Did they ever find the man who...
Yes. Oh, yes. They trapped him in a barn right outside the theater. He was an actor.
Heck of a time to go fishing, Jack. Our first show is starting in a couple of minutes.
Oh, my God, I forgot. I'm sorry. Look, you guys take off, and I'll join you later, all right?
Any last-minute instructions?
Yes, honey. Just be yourself. Just be yourself, you and Elaine, and everything's going to work out beautifully. Go ahead.
We'll see you later.
Don't forget to change your clothes, honey.
Oh, you don't like these? All right, okay. Bye.
This show soon spun off to It's Time for Sammy and Elaine, which focused more on the talents of the local community.
What is it that you need to look for in a personal trainer?
Most importantly, Elaine, and it is very important, you must check a personal trainer's credentials.
I wanted a sandwich. I went to one of the local restaurants, and when I walked in, everybody came over, were shaking hands. Even the owner came back and began yelling, "Say it!" So I had to say, "Enjoy, enjoy." So I love it.
You have to open and close our show that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, Sam continues interviewing interesting people on his talk show with the same name.
What qualifies you to be a superintendent of one of the largest districts in the state of Pennsylvania? I think the area, the community, I think now really fully realizes the impact that the park had and that the Barletta family had in the community.
As a kid, I grew up in the Heights. Most of the people were minors. I don't think 4 guys on my street ever thought they'd go to college.
Sister, you are a member of the Order of the Bernardine Sisters of St. Francis.
That's right.
You were born in Wilkes-Barre.
That's right.
And you are a beautiful young age of 79.
That's right.
Now, I need you to tell our audience exactly what you are doing in Liberia and why you went there, and the story about these unfortunate children of the world that are filled with despair, hunger, and disease, that are handicapped and crippled. Jack Palance opened the door. I mean, he believed in me and believed in my family, and I was able to interview many people. I think I'm over like 3,500 shows with the Sam Lassant Show since 1994.
While the Sam Lassant Show, like the news, continues to be one of the station's flagship programs, it is not alone. Sam's wife, Deb Lassant, and daughter, Janine, are a dynamic duo known as the Girls.
As a young girl, I remember gathering around the kitchen table, and a lot of my aunts and uncles lived in a row house, and my cousins and neighbors and whatever, and we would always get together either on the porch or around the table, and we solved so many problems, and it was a lot of girls. And with the changing technology and the speed at which life was going, I thought, gee, wouldn't it be great to have something on TV that people could actually reach out to one another? And Janine and I would be able to reach out to people and really show them that everybody's going through the same thing. You know, don't feel like an outcast, don't feel odd, don't feel like it's only you. And we could talk about all kinds of problems or share good things with people, and unfortunately my mother didn't live long enough to see it through, but we did get the show on the air, so that was the dream that we had to do. And I think again, the community has been very receptive to that. They've reached out to us, they've given us a lot of ideas, and we've had so much fun doing it.
You know, I had the vision, but you need a team. So when Janine comes on board, Sammy comes on board, and of course my wife, very innovative. I mean, my wife really is one of the backbones here of the company. We're able to get people like you and surround ourselves with people that are good.
And like in the beginning, that drive for new and innovative programming continues. And now in 2019, and following the mission of Neighbor Talking to Neighbor, Community NEPA News was launched, a forum for local nonprofit organizations and communities to promote events, and a way for experts to convey vital information to the viewing public. But none of these programs would be possible without the support of the community.
We cannot exist without sponsors, okay? And I can't thank the sponsors enough who believed in what we were doing from day one.
If you check out our new logo and our new website at SSPTV.com, you will find a huge array of local programming. And now, more than 2 decades later, what lies ahead for SSPTV?
We're very innovative, and I think with Janine and Sammy at the helm, they're going to be able to do a lot of great things. So I feel good about it.
When we come back, the core of SSPTV's success, what makes it tick, and what has made it successful for 25 years.
With board-certified plastic and reconstructive surgeon, Dr. Robert Kimmerl. Kimmerl.
More projection and a more aesthetic chin.
I told you. You think it's easy.
But a little bit of football in the news today. It's good news, as a matter of fact, because when you see all the hard work pay off.
Welcome back to Let the People Know, this special edition highlighting 25 years of SSPTV news and programming. What are the ingredients that go into a successful television station? Well, here at SSPTV, the main ingredient is family. Many people may find it difficult to work with their parents and their siblings, but for the Lassant family, that is the key to success.
We had been a close family, so we knew that the wheels worked together, and we were always that type of family. We weren't 9-to-5ers, we just went with the flow.
The question I get all the time is, how do you work with your family? We're a very close family. I believe that it's our faith in God and our religion that keeps us close. We all have a different responsibility within the company, and I think that's what keeps us you know, together, as in we are all in charge of different parts of the company, so that helps a lot. And keeping to what my father's vision was from the beginning, and that is local people, neighbor talking to neighbor.
Working with my family here at Samsung Productions, it's great actually. I mean,
it's amazing.
For Sam Jr. and Janine, the TV station was part of their daily family routine ever since they were students at King's College in Wilkes-Barre. But
we really don't see each other as much as people would think. When we're on set or on location, my sister Janine is in front of the camera, so I'm kind of behind the scenes. I'm telling her, you know, okay, we're going to shoot this angle, look over here, we're going to go to break. We're not really talking about, hey, what are you doing afterwards? Or, I mean, we kind of have our boundaries between work and play, I guess you could say.
For the Lassants, family is not only what keeps the station going today, it is also the influence behind many of the successful local programs, including The Girls. Well, someone else who has been having fun on these airwaves since the start of Local News 13 is the one and only Ron Marchetti. While his segments are now pre-recorded, that wasn't the case 25 years ago.
And a lot of times, years ago, I remember when Harry Hillman was here and Dave Thomas, they would torment me and try and make me laugh when I'm on the air, and that was pretty tough. And a lot of reaction. We had a lot of pies. I think I had 6 pies in my face, total. I came right on the air, you know, and I thought that was fun, but too much trouble to clean up. But so I figured, let me do something different, have something different, be original, you know. So I couldn't do this because that's hang loose, so I turned it around and went like this. You know, so that's why, that's original, stay loose.
Penn State was preseason ranked at number 20. No, wait a minute, gee, I forgot to turn my radio off, son of a beat. Minnesota, Rich Wallens, sorry, Mother of God, Mother of God, Mother of God, oh, Mother of God, I screwed up.
While technology is constantly changing, so does Samsung Productions and SSPTV. We now have a social media division known as the Socializer One. We do production videos and even weddings. And all of our programming is available in high definition on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513. Plus, you can watch any of our programs anytime, anywhere on our website, ssptv.com, or on YouTube. So what lies ahead for the next 25 years?
I'd like to see Samsung Productions flourish with doing local programming, but also dabble into maybe doing more programs that can be shown statewide or even nationwide.
I mean, the vision for us is to do what we're good at, and that's video production, be very involved with the local communities, and really explore this amazing market that is now open called the World Wide Web.
I hope our health continues, that we could continue to do this, and we're ready to hand over the business to Sammy and Janine. They've been really calling the shots now. My husband has stepped back a little bit, so we're going on to second generation, and like my son always said, we should have had some more kids, but you know, our grandchildren are coming up too.
I want to thank the viewers, I want to thank the sponsors for your trust in what we do. And I also want to thank Service Electric Cablevision for being great to us. They're just one fabulous operation. The Hoyt family has been great, and our special thanks to, of course, to our media partnership, the Lynette and Haggerty family, and all the people that are in Time Shamrock. We appreciate their support.
So here's to the next 25 years of local news and information. All you have to do is stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching this special edition of Let the People Know. And as our community and world continue to change, please know that the Lassant family and SSPTV will be there with you through it all. Reporting from our studios in downtown Hazleton, I'm Lisa Shugart.
Let's make a vow that we are not going to, engage in anything that would lower the decency of the show.
First of all,
tomfoolery.
I refuse to go on television looking foolish.
So which tooth break?
Yeah, which one is?
Tooth break.
Getting trashed on the next girl show. Join us on SSPTV and ssptv.com.
Join the girls at the Southside Fire Station, where we're going to, what? Ta-da! Give Daddy a kiss.
Give Daddy a kiss.
Oh.